Hey, hello again. Miles Miller with LeadUp.biz, your resource to professional success. Great to have you back. This is our fourth segment in this whole idea of how to get the help you need and knowing when to ask for it. And once again, this is all part of a series of segments we're doing for the entire year about making this your best year yet. And I believe if you start using some of this stuff I'm sharing with you, it'll actually happen for each and every one of you out there. Last time we got together and we talked in the last segment about knowing the right people to ask. And as I've shared with you, you probably were thinking, gosh, this takes such an effort sometimes to know who those people are. And it's all about one word, and it's one that sometimes we kind of shy away from, and that's humility. It's being willing to be humble. And I remember this country song that I heard. It was kind of a hokey country song about, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. And I know some people actually have that mentality. They think, oh, I'm too good to ask for help. I could never be that humble. Let me tell you, that is the first step to getting what you want. Here's something I want you to realize. There are people just waiting out there to help you. All you have to do is raise your hand up and say, I need help. And ask, and you'll be amazed how many people will come to your help if you need it, just by simply asking for it. Think about situations we've had in our country here and in other countries abroad where there's been devastation and disasters. Don't people all of a sudden just rally around those situations and help those people? Absolutely. People that they don't even know the people, and they just go and they help them. People leave their homes and their families to go and help other families. This is how we were made. This is what humanity is all about, helping each other when help is needed. But what starts that? It's you simply saying, I need help. It's hard to do that, but once you start that, it's like a catalyst to get things moving. So, a couple of points when you're going to go and ask for help, some things to think about. One, remember and practice what you're going to say. It's very important. How do you want to say it? What's the best way to convey it? Very important. Another thing that's hard to do, especially when you're in that moment and you need help, it's hard to control what we want to say and also how we want to say it. Those emotions. Make sure you control your emotions in the midst of asking for that help, right? Make sure your approach is controlled, it's practiced, it's ready to go. Be grown up in the way that you ask. I don't know how many times maybe you've experienced this. I've had people I've worked with over the years, they come asking for help and all they're doing is whining and moaning. Not exactly the best way you want to go about asking for help. So be very careful how you do it and how you convey. Be grown up about it. Be mature. Realize, okay, I need help, and be mature about it. Explain what you need. Talk about what you've done already. This is important. I know for many years I've had people come to me and say, I've had a problem. And my first response to them a lot of times is, okay, well, what solutions have you come up with to deal with that problem? And they'll say, well, I really haven't thought about it. So then what I'll say is, well, go back and think about it and come back to me when you come up with some solutions. I'm glad to help you, but you got to help yourself a little bit too. Be thinking about some things as you come to the people and you ask for help, some things that you could possibly propose. Here are some things that I've done already, or here are some things I've thought about doing. That will get you much further in getting people to want to help you, because it looks like you're trying to make an effort on your own, but you do need a little help to get a little further. The other thing I want to tell you about is making sure after you've gotten the help that you needed, and this is very important, make sure you show appreciation for the help that you get. Send them a card, send them something, a small token of your appreciation to say, hey, I thank you so much for helping me do what you did for me. That was so helpful. Whatever you want to say in the card or what have you, make it personal, make it something that shows how much you appreciate what they've done for you. It's very important. And then finally, there's this law, quote unquote, of reciprocity, which is just a fancy word that basically means be willing to do it for someone else. So if someone has helped you along the way, make sure, and you've probably seen it in movies like Pay It Forward or what have you, but be willing to do just that. If someone has helped you with something, be willing to help someone else in whatever they may come to you with that they need help with. It helps everyone when we do that for each and every person that we come into contact with. So I hope some of this has been helpful in this segment. I hope you're able to begin to use this. Once again, once you know who to go to, using these steps to know what to say and how to say it, and some of the other things I share with you will make you even more successful at asking for the help that you need. Once again, Miles Miller here with LeadUp.biz, your resource to professional success. Come back and join me for our last and final segment in this series.